Hello, what is up guys? Today's gonna be a very unique video. So I'm basically gonna be ranking most Forza games from ever. And just to keep you in mind, I'm not gonna be including spin-offs like the mobile games or whatever. So just the mainline games. And yeah, it's probably gonna be controversial because a lot of the games you might not agree on, but just to keep in mind, this is based on my opinion, so just to keep in mind. But yeah, I'm not gonna be ranking the very original one because I've never played that and I can't really say anything about that. So we're gonna just start with Forza Motorsport 2. So Forza Motorsport 2, it is a pretty good game, but to be honest, I feel like it's kind of dated like now. Like there's not a ton of content there. There are a couple tracks and there are a decent amount of cars, but the best thing I could say is that the online is pretty cool. It still kind of works, but it is dead. So, uh, but it is still a pretty good game. But I feel like it's kind of dated, to be honest. So I'm gonna have to rank it probably a C tier. Next game we'll be ranking is obviously based on the mainline series. We're gonna be ranking Forza Motorsport 3. Now, to be honest, I've been playing a lot of this game throughout these years, and I gotta say it is probably one of the best Forza Motorsport games, in my opinion. It had a great campaign. It had so many good cars. The layout of the tracks and just the content, it's just very good in my opinion. And I don't know if it's just me, but I like it because the cars, they don't have that much DLC, and the graphics are just insane for 360. It's 1080p and it's 60 FPS with smooth, which is one thing I absolutely love about this game. And the only thing could say I don't like about it is the online doesn't work anymore and the matchmaking, it's dead. So but besides that, I'm gonna to put in probably an S or A tier. Bro, it's so hard. I'm just gonna put an A tier. Alright, the next game is Forza Motorsport 4. Now, this might be controversial for a lot of you because it's not my favorite Forza Motorsport game, but it is a pretty good one. I did like the career mode, and the graphics are way better than Forza Motorsport 3, which is one thing I liked about it. And the online is also pretty way better than 3, which is one thing I have to say I like about the game. The track selection is better. The only thing I'll say I don't like about the game is that a lot of the content is DLC. Maybe it's just me, but I noticed that a lot of the cars are DLC, which is kind of annoying, and some tracks are even laid out, which kind of sucks, but there's nothing you can do about it. And yeah, but the graphics are absolutely amazing, and the car interiors are absolutely amazing. So, you know, I'm actually put this on A tier, but Forza Motorsport 3 on this. So yeah, that's my opinion. Of course, the next game we'll be talking about is Forza Horizon. Now, to be honest, I absolutely love Forza Horizon. I probably beat the campaign like 2 times, I think. And it's been amazing. I should replay again because the career mode is probably the best in the series ever. And just the game overall just feels good. The customization was good for 2012, and the map also is really good because not many games had realistic maps like this game, and the graphics also really good. And let's not forget the online. The online is just probably the best in the series. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's just gotta go to the S tier. Absolutely. Now, this was the era, like the Xbox One era, the Forza Motorsport 5. It changed everything. Now, uh, this also might be controversial, but I actually like Forza Motorsport 5 for a few reasons. Not because it's a bad game necessarily. It's actually a fun game in my opinion. Here's why. The graphics is probably one of the best in the series. It probably looks better than any of the newer Forza Motorsport games, which is shocking to say. But I do like the graphics. The cars that are in the game is awesome, and the tracks that they look amazing in the game, and that's the only good thing I have to say about this game. The game had many issues. I even made a video about it. But there were a few issues. The DLC is horrendous. There's so many DLC, which is absolutely awful. And one thing I want to say is that there were so little tracks, like less than 20, which is insane for a racing game to 2025, especially back then. But I guess it was like more like a tech demo than a game. I kind of understand that, but still, for 2013, it's not that great. So, to be honest, I'm gonna have to put it on C tier. At all, the online doesn't work because they run on servers now. Great, but all right. Next game we'll be talking about is Forza Horizon 2. Okay, I actually do like this game, and I did play a lot back then, like 2016, 2017, and to be honest, this game is so good for a lot of reasons. It's a bit worse than Horizon, but it is still very good. The game has a good color selection of cars. The map was really unique. It was set in southern France and some parts of Italy, I think, if I'm saying that correctly. And I don't know, just overall the career is also unique. That's what I liked about it. The only thing I'll say I don't like about it is that there's like I never played online, which is on my part, and the online is not kind of good. It's not really good because it barely works. Then that's the only thing I have to say about it. But besides that, it's a pretty good game, so I'll have to put an A tier. And the game looks amazing on Xbox One. So yeah, I do like that game. Alright, the next game we'll be ranking is Forza Motorsport 6. Now, this might be shocking to some of you, but this game is probably one of my least played Forza games probably ever. But it is still kind of fun. Like I started playing it this year and it's actually pretty fun. The career mode is pretty fun. It like in the showcases thing is also pretty cool. And I can't say much about it because I barely played it, so that's the only thing I could say. That and the graphics got worse, but it is still a pretty cool game. It had way more tracks and it's overall more improved for than Forza Motorsport 5. So that's the only good thing I have to say about this game. But some features were missing. I think Auction House wasn't in that game, but besides that, I'm gonna give it a B tier. Yeah. Alright, Forza Horizon 3. Now, this is another Forza game I played a lot during its prime. And I started playing it like in 2023, and it's just a very good game. Like I really like the map is big, there's many cars. Even the DLC, I used to play the Blizzard Mountain, it was pretty cool. And the game overall is just very fun. The campaign, it's absolutely amazing. The the customization you have there and the races are just the best probably in the series. And the online, it's probably the second or even the best online game ever. So to be honest, I really like Forza Horizon 3, and it was the last true Horizon game. Like in my opinion, it is, and most people agree with me here. But this game, we gotta give it an S. It's such a good game. All right, Forza Motorsport 7. Now, to be honest, this game is pretty good. There are a lot of good things about this game. Like the races, the career mode is pretty good. There's over 700 cars, which is crazy if you think about it. And just yeah, there are a lot of content in this game, and the online still works, which is pretty cool. It's not the best motorsport game, but probably the best on the Xbox One. So that is one thing I really like about this game. And the only thing I'll say I don't like about the game is that there are like character skins that are like fake, kind of not realistic. But that's the only thing I have to say about it. And there are a lot of features that are so much better than the newest Forza Motorsport games. So, to be honest, it might sound controversial, but I might give this an A tier. But yeah, I actually do really like this game. Next one might be the most controversial in this video. So, Forza Horizon 4. Oh boy, where to even start with this game? I know a ton of you will be mad for me about this because I know a lot of you, or like a lot of people overall, really like this game. But me personally, I actually hate it. I'm sorry, but I actually don't like about the game. Here's why. This game, like Horizon went from serious to just like, you're the boss, do whatever you want, and you would basically get cars every time, which is absolutely annoying and it's stupid, honestly. They also made the game was so buggy at launch, and even now it's kind of buggy. Like you play the campaign missions, the campaign like lags, and let's not forget the online. In my opinion, it is seeing the worst thing ever. It lags, it loads, like it actually loads forever. You have to just like quit the game and like restart, which is absolutely annoying. And just overall, this game has just ruined the series in my opinion. I'm sorry if you like this game, but this game, it belongs in the trash tier. It's the single worst Forza game I've ever played, and probably because it's also my second least played Forza game. So yeah, but I'm very sorry, but I just hate this game. Nah. All right, Forza Horizon 5. To be honest, this is a lot better game. I actually really like this game because this game actually was launched in a good state. It had an okay campaign. It's kind of better, but not worse. I don't know. It's alright. But it's definitely better. In some ways. I don't know. The updates were actually pretty good. It gave us new cars, and this game had like what, like 870 cars or something like that, which is insane. But but it is a thing. But it is a pretty good game. I really liked the online actually. It's not perfect, but it is really good for this generation. And I don't know, this game had new features. They cared about the community. Like we got what we want. There was also this event lab, which is actually really cool. And there's just a lot of upgrades in the game, which is what I like about it. And there was a lot of DLC, which I didn't really like. And the only thing I'll say is the map. It's probably very boring. It's probably the worst map. But and the DLC kind of sucked. But besides that, it is a pretty good game, and I might actually give it an A tier. So I really like it. It's not perfect, but it's actually very good. So yeah, the last game in the series we're gonna be ranking is Forza Motorsport. If this was unlaunched, I would give this a D tier. But because in 2025 it got so much better, because if this was 2023 right now, I'll give this a D tier because it was buggy. I didn't really get bugs, but I know a lot of people did. I necessarily didn't like the lack of content at launch. Like you had like 18 tracks and like few cars, and I don't know, the online was lacking. It sucked at launch. And I remember during launch, when you wanted to do races, you had to do these practice things, which was kind of crap in my opinion. Well, now guess what? They removed it. The online is like a billion times better. The penalty system is better. We have actual updates that are absolutely amazing, and I really like this game actually. So I don't know. The only thing I'll say is that there's still few issues. Like there's no auction house. Like why not? There's the graphics are kind of worse than Horizon 5 or War Sports 7, but still looks kind of good. And there are a couple issues, and I also heard that if it's official, that they will stop supporting this game, which is crazy in my opinion, and it's stupid, honestly. But because of the things they did, they fixed this game. I'm gonna give this a B tier. So yes, guys, this is my tier list ranking. I know this might be controversial, but this is what my ranking is. But besides that, I hope you enjoyed watching my video. Thank you for watching, and peace out, guys.